We're going to be looking at how to produce a survey using SurveyMonkey for use in market research. Now, what you can do is do it online using things like Facebook or email or onto web pages, or what you can do is print it out and then use it to go and do market research in, for example, something like a shopping mall. Anyway, what you do is you go into www.surveymonkey.com and then you sign up for a basic account, which is free. So the first thing you do is pick a username. I'll use the one I've got is Jill Warren, and then you put in password, confirm the password, and then contact email address. And obviously I've already set up, so I can go into my survey. And it says, oops, welcome back, so I need to sign in. And can create a survey. So I click on Create Survey. I create a new survey from scratch and put in a title, Therapies Market Research. Create survey. Not worried about the theme and look of it, so I just literally put in a question here. Type of question, well, in most cases what you actually want is multiple choice, multiple answers, which gives them options of putting more than one answer in. So the question text you just put in straight as a question. What therapies have you received? Or you could say, what therapies are you interested in receiving? That's a choice. Could be reflexology, massage, psychotherapy, if I can spell it, hypnotherapy, osteopathy, Reiki, aromatherapy, etc., etc. Now what you need to do is make sure that you put each of the answers onto a separate line. That's the key thing there. And I don't want to sort or randomise the choices, but I do want to add a comment field, because obviously one of the other questions we could have is other. And put a paragraph of text, because you may find people are interested in something different from what you've written down. So you save the changes, and it adds a question. So we can edit the question, we can move it if we want to change where it is, we can copy it if it's something similar, we can delete it, and don't worry about the question logic at this point. To be honest, it's really something for more sophisticated questions that you need that. So add the next question here, and again choose question type, multiple answers. Why do you want to go to therapy? Or why do you want to use therapy? And the question choices may well be something like stress relief or relaxation, deal with an emotional problem, etc., etc. And again, so we can add the comment field, other, paragraph, and then save changes. Now, with the basic one, we can actually add up to 10 questions, which is great. And having put in our survey of 10 questions, we can preview our survey. And in order to print it out in basic mode, what I do is I go to here and then I go File, Print, and I'll just do preview so rather than print it out. And you can actually use this, print them out, and then ask people to complete them. If you're going offline, i.e. taking it around to shopping malls or after doing a talk or something along those lines. So exit the survey. So, oops, done. You then need to collect, if you're collecting things online, using Facebook or things like that, it says collect responses for therapies market research. Firstly, how would you like to collect the responses? You want to click on collect a link to send in your own email address or place onto a web page. You can upload your own emails and have us send the survey invitation, but to be honest, I would literally just go create, enter a name for this collector, and it would be therapies market research. There you go. And next step. And you see here, what we have is a survey link. So sending the survey link in an email, you highlight that, copy it, Control-click, Control-C or Command-C if you've got a Mac, and then paste it into your email as a hyperlink, which might be Apple V or Control V. And if you're putting it into a web page, very similar, you just copy the code that's there for you and put it into your website. So having sent out your survey, in terms of analysing results, probably the best one to show you is one that I actually did last year with some of my friends. There we go, that's the one. It's actually closed now, but it was to get some information to see if it would actually work. So the questions I asked were, which therapies have you used in the last year? What do you hope to achieve by using that therapy? Did it succeed? What type of therapy do you prefer and why? How much are you prepared to pay for an hour session? What time of day do you prefer to go to therapy? How often do you go? How far away are you prepared to travel? And what's your age group? In fact, in some cases I actually knew the age group already. So, analysing the results. With a basic account, you can't actually download the responses or create, well, you can create a chart, but you'll see that it says a great big sample all over it. So the first one that you've actually got, which therapies have you used in the last year, as you'll see, most of my friends, 11 of them, have actually used massage, and 5 of them have actually used psychotherapy, and 4 been to a chiropractor or osteopath. And in terms of what they hope to achieve, by far and away the biggest reason for going to a therapist was for relaxation and pleasure for the second one, and to deal with an emotional issue or to deal with a physical injury. That's quite interesting information for you to get. I mean, obviously this is only a small survey based on my friends, but it gives you an idea of the kind of things you can then be thinking in terms of how to market it. You're obviously be much better marketing it for relaxation and pleasure and dealing with either physical injury or an emotional issue than you would in terms of dealing with trauma, for example, or to quit smoking or whatever it happens to be. But that's just based on my friends, as I say. In fact, most of my friends don't smoke, actually. In terms of taking something around, one of the things I've seen that's worked really well is to set up a survey in something like a shopping mall and to give away a free 6-session therapy for free as the top prize. And you can, for example, suggest that you've got runner-up prizes of 10 free sessions, maybe. Now, that obviously means quite a lot of work for you, But if it means that you actually start to build, one, people leave their email addresses, which you can follow through with. Secondly, you actually have a relationship, you can start a relationship with the therapists themselves, with the recipients of the therapy themselves, so with your clients. And thirdly, it's good PR. People will start to know your name as well, because even if they don't take it up, even if they only sort of glance at it, again, it's putting your brand in front of them. So that's one of the things I actually strongly recommend that you actually do, because you get useful information and you've potentially got some clients coming out of it as well. Always a good way to be. Okay, and that's it for now. It's just a very quickie to get you going. Good luck.